Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about a 3/8 static target package from shootsteel.com. What you see in the video in front of you is the assembly process. On the table in front of you, you see what you'll get in the package, which is the center part of the stand, 4 legs, 2 bolts, 2 nylon lock nuts, and you will need a 3/4 wrench and a 3/4 socket to assemble it. First things first, line up the base and the 4 legs. There are 2 holes in each leg, so technically you're going to go through 6 holes and you try to get the bolt through. The legs themselves have to be raised up slightly to make it level. I made it as level as I possibly could on the table. It's close enough for what I like. Take the bolt, slide it through, like I said, the 6 holes through the base and the legs themselves. Then you'll put on the lock nut on the far side. It is a nylon lock nut, so it shouldn't go anywhere. While this may seem like a paid advertisement, it definitely is not that. We did pay for these targets from shootsteel.com, however they did help us out with pricing on it, so we do appreciate that. And then once you get them tight enough, you will have to use obviously the wrench and the ratchet to get it tight. I'm sure you could use an impact if you would like. I chose to just use the wrench and ratchet and socket combination to tighten it down this time. So once again, it is a 3/4 socket and a 3/4 wrench to put it together. It does wobble around a little bit when you're trying to get it installed, but that's okay. Like I said, I did pull up slightly just to get those feet to be as level as possible. Obviously, it's going to most likely be on not level ground, so I just wanted to get as close as I could. Verify the bolts are tight and the base itself is all good to go. Here you will see the actual silhouette target itself. Like I said, this is 3/8 inch thick AR500 12x20 silhouette. In the box you get the target, the 2x4 stand, the bolt and the spring, as well as another nylon lock nut. In the instructions it tells you that take that spring and tighten it down roughly 1/2 inch, so as you can see there it is a 2-inch spring. Slide the lag bolt through the target. Slide on the spring, slide on the target stand holder itself, and then the nylon nut. Once that's tight, once that's on there by hand, you'll once again use that 3/4 socket and tighten it down. Like I said, the instructions tell you to tighten it down 1/2 inch, so I'm going to measure the spring and verify that I close it down 1/2 inch. Should be roughly 1.5 inches compressed. First measurement here, you can see that it is slightly over 1.5 inches, so I'm going to tighten it down a little bit further. That will be good enough. The targets themselves are very nice looking. I like the setup. You get a spare set of nails for stakes, basically for the ground, as well as a couple of lag bolts that you could use to hold the 2x4 on the stand. The only thing that you really need to supply once you buy this kit is the 2x4 itself. In this case, I took a 6-foot 2x4, I cut it in half, so my targets are a little over 3 feet tall. The nice thing about these targets is you can make them as tall as you want or as short as you want. So big win there. I really do enjoy that. It's a nice feature of the shootsteel.com targets, just to supply your own 2x4s, to change it up on the target, that kind of stuff. Make it a little more fun at the range, shooting at different height targets, etc. Here you see the basic procedure to put them together. Base is on the ground, slide the 2x4 in, then you pick up the target, put it on top of the 2x4. I've kind of figured out these targets are roughly 30 to 35 pounds when they're all assembled like that. So they're not terribly heavy, they're pretty easy to move. My final thoughts on the shoot steel targets are they're great. I really enjoy shooting steel. It's fantastic when you're at the range. It's nice to get that little reassuring ping when you do hit it, especially at distance. Overall, these targets have held up very well. I have actually owned a pair of these for a couple of years before we even started the YouTube channel, and they've handled everything so far. Once again, not a paid advertisement from Shoot Steel at all. However, they did help us out with pricing, and we appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.